That's up to you. Okay. الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن عليا ولي الله أشهد أن عليا حجة الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على خير العمل حي على خير العمل قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سمع الله لمن حمده الله ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أكبر أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كذلك الله ربي الله أكبر ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار رب صل على محمد وآل محمد الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سمع الله لمن حمده الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أتوب إليه الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله الحمد لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بحول الله كنت سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سمع الله لمن حمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله سمع الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله اللطيف ارحم عبدنا الضعيف الضليل الله الحمد لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الله صل على محمد وآل محمد محمد
Oh, everybody can hear me. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope आप सब लोग को मज़ा आ रहा है यहाँ पे. अगर मज़ा नहीं आ रहा तो हमने jousting करेंगे. उसका tickets ले लें please. Registration desk पे. You can't hear me? Now क्या speak louder? तो मैं यही कह रहा था अगर आप लोग मज़ा नहीं आ रहा आपको तो आप jousting के tickets लें please. Registration desk पे. And side 11 पे. बहुत मज़े करने वाली चीज़ है. Anyways, let me start the speech. जो मुझे इन्होंने कहा है बोलने को. First of all, I want to begin with thanking Brother Sayyid Ali Imran who accepted our invitation to participate in the whole picnic and provide us an opportunity to benefit from his years of education and experience. Please rise loud salawat for Brother Imran. Secondly, we want to thank all of you and our business sponsors who are here with us today, participating in our annual Hope Picnic 2023. After a break of almost 4 years, because of COVID, we finally had this opportunity to come together as a community in this fun environment, and we're also happy that you made your time and came here. And of course, thank you to all the volunteers who took their time and have been working hard from the morning. I will not take much of your time. However, we feel that it's important to inform you a little bit about Hope Foundation and what this organization is all about. Most of you may already be aware, but for those of you who joined for the first time today, Help Orphans and Promote Education, better known as HOPE, Hope Foundation, was established in 2005 with the intention of providing education to needy orphans from our communities who are unable to access education due to financial constraints. Was started with the sponsorship of 1 orphan student today, thanks to your generous support, sponsoring over 4,500 students in 47 different schools across Pakistan. Out of those 4,500 students, 3,800 of those are in our Hope-built schools, and the rest, we have around 300 students in universities, 100 in college, and the rest of them are in middle school or high school. Due to this scholarship support, many of the students attain well-recognized university degrees and diplomas in the fields of engineering, medicine, business, and many more. Thousands of these students have been able to give back to their own communities as well as break generational cycles of poverty within their families. Many of these students got rewards and topped their education and careers throughout provincial level. In addition to educational support, Hope Foundation also carries out a disaster relief mandate. Very recently, during the Pakistan floods, as you are all very well aware, Hope Foundation was able to collect over 600,000 Canadian dollars and provided the needy shelter and food support to the flood victim. Hope Foundation is also actively involved in house rehabilitation projects in all the affected areas of Pakistan. The details and videos with pictures can be found in our website, www.helpforhope.ca. In the end, I would like to give a few minutes to our sponsors to give you their product introduction, and we request you all to visit their stalls. After the business sponsors, there will be Namaz Asr, and Sayyid Imran will address us briefly. Inshallah, please stay with us. And lunch bhi hoega, of course, bahut 5-star meal hai, aap log ke liye laaye. And we request all of you to help cleaning up the environment at the end. Aap dekh rahe hain volunteers काफी hard काम कर रहे हैं, तो please कोशिश हो तो litter नहीं करें, बहुत dustbins है. Thank you. Please cooperate with the volunteers, and if you would like to help volunteering for more events in the future, please inform the registration desk and we'll take your contact information. Now I would like to invite Brother Afzal Mehdi from American University of Barbados and Academy of Learning Hamilton to address us briefly.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. First of all, I must thank Hope organizers and volunteers for this wonderful event that gave us opportunity to represent ourselves to our community. I am here to represent our two institutions, American University of Barbados, School of Medicine, and Academy of Learning Career Model in Hamilton. AUB, American University of Barbados, offers 5.5 years of MD program to high school graduates and 4-year MD program to college graduates. This program is divided into 3 parts: 1.5 years of pre-medical, 2 years of basic sciences, which are done in Barbados, and the last 2 years of the course are done in Chicago. Approximate fees of this complete course, tuition fees, is $135,000. There are many advantages of doing this course with American University of Barbados. We are around 11 years old and we are accredited by all the accrediting agencies of Caribbean and Barbados. Barbados being the safest island, we have got our own hostels and we have got our own canteen where halal food is served. Our students, they do residency in many countries including USA. About Academy of Learning Career College in Hamilton, we offer 30 plus courses ranging from accounting, business, IT, healthcare. AOLCC has got 50 plus franchises all around Canada. It's a very reputed brand. So if you need any more information about this, I am available on the counter and my phone number is 905-226-0720. Shukriya.
Thank you, Brother Afzal Mehdi. Next, Brother Misam from Lex Logistics Express.
Assalamualaikum. My company name is Logistics Express. My name is Sayyid Misam Raza. आवाज़ आ रही है आपको? अच्छा, मैं बेसिकली कोरियर सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करता हूँ और हम पाकिस्तान, इंडिया, अराउंड द ग्लोब कहीं पे भी आप सामान भेजना चाहें, इवन अ कंटेनराइज, और यू कैन सेंड अ स्मॉल पार्सल द 5 kg, minimum 5 kg at least. So we provide it all around the world. Especially we have Pakistan, in India we have service, 2 services, like one air and one by sea. So it's all included in the duty and toll in Pakistan. So we have a stall here, so you can contact us after the namaz. Thank you.
You bas dua or फिर हम नमाज. Brother Naveed from Iman Lights. Okay, he's coming from the back. मैंने कहा था आगे बैठेगा.
और जो मेरी प्रोडक्ट है, सबसे पहले शुक्रिया होप का कि जिन्होंने हमें ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया और जो काम कर रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली इट्स अमेजिंग. और अब मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रीफली अपना ईमान लाइट्स है, मैं बच्चों के लिए डाइट लाइट्स, तो मुझे डिफरेंट लाइट्स मिल रही थी, जैसे स्पाइडरमैन ये वो, मगर कोई रिलीजियस इस्लामिक लाइट नहीं मिली जो मैं अपने कमरों में, बच्चों के कमरों में रख सकूँ कि वो सुबह उठें तो उसको देखें, सोने से पहले उसको देखें। तो फिर मैंने थोड़ा सा रिसर्च किया और मैंने कुछ डिज़ाइंस की लाइट्स जो मैंने चाइना ऑर्डर किया और वो होपफुली आ गई हैं माशाल्लाह से, और मैं वो बेच रहा हूँ आज। 3D लाइट्स हैं, मुख्तलिफ डिज़ाइन हैं, मुख्तलिफ उसके फ्रेम्स हैं, या हुसैन है, मस्जिद फ्रांस के नाम है, और अल्लाह मोहम्मद बिस्मिल्लाह डिफरेंट डिज़ाइन से। तो आप लोग आए मेरे शॉप में, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, डेमो है मेरे पास और ऑनलाइन भी है imanlife.com, प्लस अगर उसकी जो ईमेल एड्रेस करना चाहें तो imanlights@gmail.com उस पर कॉन्टेक्ट कर सकते हैं। मेरा शॉप यहाँ पर है, मैं आज हूँ यहाँ पे, अगर आपके पास टाइम हो तो प्लीज़ आए, मैं आपको उसका डेमो देता हूँ। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
Thank you, brother Nabi. Last sponsor, Taza. ताज़ा ने कहा था कि अगर वो आएंगे तो कर लेंगे, ये वरना मैं उनकी स्पीच कर लेता हूँ। उन्हें पर्सनलाइजेशन मैसेज भेजा। Many thanks to Taza Foods for partnering with us for this event. Taza is a North American premium food brand with over 400 products. Taza has always supported us and stood behind us. Today they're offering a free treat to all of you. We would appreciate it if you leave a review on Taza's Foods Google page. Thank you for supporting Taza Food. Bas, ye last sponsor tha, and we'll begin with namaz and then khana. Thank you. Mulana ki speech namaz ke baad, khane se pehle. Sorry.
Testing. Yeah. Maulana ki speech namaz ke beech mein, because you want it quicker, 5 minutes. Wrap it up. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن عليا حجة الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح، حي على ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله. بسم الله. محمد الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أكبر الحمد لله أشهد أن لا سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سمع الله لمن حمده سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أكبر استغفر الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أكبر قوتي سبحان من حمد سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله الله أكبر استغفر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر
Hello. Oh, and then first of all, apologies for the mic issue. Inshallah, next time.
Now I'm happy to
I'm happy to introduce a well-known personality of our community, an educator himself, Brother Sayyid Ali Imran, who has spent over 12 years completing Islamic education at the Orphans and holds a master's degree in Islamic studies. He is also currently pursuing his master's in education from the University of Toronto. He is the founder of IqraOnline.net, which provides educational lectures on ethics, philosophy, history, and jurisprudence. Perhaps in his most prominent role as the superintendent of the Al-Hadi School in Scarborough, he strives to provide a blend of secular education and Islamic values, focusing on the crucial combination of tarbiyat and ta'lim for the children and future of our local community. His continuous focus on providing more students with an opportunity to receive a well-balanced education and become contributing members of their communities resonates closely with our mission as a foundation, and we are very honored to have him here today. Please recite us aloud to Sabat and invite him.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters, ulama, scholars. Some of my colleagues are also here from the Hausa. First and foremost, we want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for facilitating this opportunity for all the mu'mineen to be gathered under sky, although it's not, the weather is these type of opportunities in this part of the world are a blessing, and we should acknowledge and recognize these blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He has blessed us with these favors. Anyways, that's one small correction to my intro. We don't try to blend secular and Islamic education. We are trying to desecularize the education in the school. I just thought I would clarify that. But anyway, I was asked to just speak 5-10 minutes, or maybe 15 minutes, on the importance of education. Alhamdulillah, it's not something that is we have to prove or anything of that sort. But there are a couple of points that I want to share from the life of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet, given that he is considered an orphan himself, is a very unique upbringing, something that we have to focus on. Oftentimes we say that when he was very young, after birth, his mother sent him to a wet nurse, Halima, and that's kind of it. That's all we say, that he was sent for to the wet nurse, Halima Sa'adiyya, and then he returned back after a few years, and then that was it. But we actually don't really focus on the purpose of why they would send these children to the wet nurse. What was the point of that? Do you think the mothers would not feed their children after giving birth? No, there's a very interesting concept behind it, and the concept behind it is partially to do with your health and partially actually to do with your education. Okay? In order to understand that, you have to understand the context of Mecca. Mecca is not like the outskirts of Mecca where the Bedouins live. Okay? Mecca is actually a very busy city. Caravans are coming from different parts of the world of that time, from Yemen, Palestine, from Syria, from Iraq, and it was a very, very busy city, especially during the ayam of when they would come for Hajj and the pilgrimage. And it was a city where there is not a lot of physical movement that happens for the residents. Okay, you wake up in the morning, maybe you go in the local Safa Marwa, and then that's it, you come back home. That's it. How much learning do you think is possibly going to happen for a young child growing up over there? Can that child really learn how to become a professional tradesman just by growing up in Mecca? Most likely not. Are they really going to learn survival skills by growing up in Mecca in a privileged house of Quraysh? Most likely they're not going to learn that. So what they would do is, at a young age, from birth, they will send their children to these wet nurses. Now, what's very interesting is that the wet nurses would try to find children who had fathers. Okay? They would not even be interested if the child does not have a father, meaning if the child is an orphan. Why? Because the father is considered the hami, the protector, the one that will secure and guarantee the payment for the wet nurse. So when the tribe of Halima Sa'adiyya came into Mecca, the story goes that all the wet nurses went to the rich families of the Quraysh, and they picked all the boys and the girls that were there, but nobody wanted to pick the Prophet, right? And on the contrary, nobody wanted to give their child to Halima, because Halima Sa'adiyya and her husband seemed a little bit poor, their clothing was poor, and their camel and the donkey was also very, very weak. So the rich families did not trust Halima. They said, I don't know,
if she will even be able to take care of our child. So at the end, you only have Lady Amina and Abdul Muttalib standing there in desperation that at least someone can take our child. And on the other hand, you have Halima, who is looking at, all the children are gone, all the rich children are gone. And you just have Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, who is without a father. So she takes the child, and they say that he was with Halima for 2 years, but actually he was with him a bit longer. He was with her a bit longer, because after 2 years, when she brought him back, he requested Amina to please let him stay with me for a few more years, at least 3 more years. So almost 5 years he's with Halima. Now what is happening outside of Mecca at that time? Remember, I said that Mecca is a city where if you're growing, you're going to be very stagnant. You're not going to move too much. But when you are a Bedouin and you are a nomad, you are always on the move. Okay? So as the Prophet, as a young toddler, he's growing up, he's learning. He's learning how to navigate the deserts. He's learning about how to read the stars. He's learning how to climb the mountains. Okay, one of the stories that I read a few years ago, I don't remember the source for it right now, but they say there was even a time that some of the clansmen took the young boy, the Prophet, took him up to a mountain, and just to get honey out, they put the Prophet, they hold him by his legs, they put him inside, because he had tiny hands, so only he can get the honey out of the hole, the small hole in the mountain. So he is actually learning these skills outside of the Meccan context. If he was just born and raised in Mecca, so what you notice is that the entire journey of the first couple of years is actually an educational journey of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another important point is that when you are outside of the city, you are also more in tune with nature. Inside Mecca, the houses are compact, the city is very compact, people are just bringing their fabric and clothes and silk and gold, and it's very worldly at that time. When you take the child out in a place where these luxuries don't exist, you naturally become in tune with what? All you have is the stars, the skies, the hills, the mountains, the grass, and you are living a life which is very, very sort of built on tawakkul. Why? Because the Bedouins don't actually know what's going to happen to them tomorrow. There's no guarantee. Will they even survive? Will their sheep get eaten by, a wolf? It's a life that inculcates this idea of tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whereas in the city, it's a routine life. For all of us, we know tomorrow, 9 to 5, we have the same job, same 401 we have to take. Whether you're going from Ajax to Milton or from Milton to Ajax, it's the same routine day in, day out, day in, day out. It's very predictable. So this kind of diminishes the role of tawakkul from life actually.
You kind of become very independent in your thought. Everything is going in the same way.
Whereas when you are outside of that
context, when you're in a context that is not predictable,
who do you have to rely on?
You're going to naturally begin to rely on an entity that
is not you. You will realize.
Things are not in your control. Okay, so this is something that
I wanted to mention, and some of the, at least the Shia Mu'tazileen have said that the ayah that says وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًا فَهَدَى obviously doesn't mean that the Prophet Allah is not saying we found you misguided and we guided you. No, that's not what it means.
Dal also means that you were kind of lost, meaning
in that tribal society where you are an orphan, there's almost no guarantee of
safety and protection for those orphans. And that's why the Quran constantly keeps mentioning, do not eat the wealth of the orphans, do not
do zulm on the orphans. Why? Because they are considered,
meaning they're lost. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that your destiny could have been the same, but we gave you hidayah. Hidayah is a form of education. Okay, we gave you a form of education. So anyways, the reason why I'm mentioning these is because the mic is not working, so my voice is not even that loud anymore. Back in the days, I used to recite a lot of qasidas and stuff, but that voice is no longer with me anymore. But anyways, I hope guys at the back can hear me. I want to focus on 3 points, and inshallah, I'm definitely hungrier than you guys. 3 points that I want to take away from today is that, look, alhamdulillah,
an organization like Hope,
I don't remember the first barbecue 2015.
It was the first bar.
I came to that as well. I was just visiting, and I just remembered I led the salat then as well, and I remember the cricket that I played at that time. But you know, an organization like this is a very unique organization, particularly for our community. Okay, the amount of selflessness that I have seen. Obviously, I was very young when the uncles were, you know, really
Pushing this organization.
As a young child, I saw the efforts of the uncles and the you know, the sacrifice that they have put into maintaining and sustaining and running this organization. So first and foremost, we want to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to bless their efforts and to sustain their efforts, inshallah. Second thing is, as far as our role is concerned, with respect to the education of
The orphans, and not just the orphans, you know, all the children of our community. There's three things that I think we need to focus on.
Okay, from the life of the Holy Prophet, I'm taking it out. Number one point
Is that
you know, when you
or
are
an
an orphan, when you don't have a protector, okay,
the child first and foremost needs to be nourished physically. That's the first thing.
The child cannot even be, if you cannot even provide food to the child or drink or food and nourishment to the child, you can forget about
Education. So the first responsibility that we have on our children, on the orphans of our community, is that make sure they have sufficient risk in order for them to sustain them. Okay. Once that is inshallah accomplished, the second thing
that we have to do, the next step, is then to
facilitate
facilitate learning opportunities for them. Just like the Arabian tribes of that time would facilitate learning opportunities for their children.
Right. So for example,
Amina,
Lady Amina
she
provided a learning
opportunity for her son by sending him to Halima, and that's what they did. They went and they learned. They learned different
skill set. Okay, they didn't sit in a classroom per se,
but all the things that they were experiencing, it was all learning for them.
That
really helps the Prophet when he comes back.
Okay. For us, obviously, we have to become a little bit more aware of our learning context. Okay, the
type of opportunities
that we facilitate for our children are not the same of 1400 years ago. Things are a lot more complex, things are a lot more complicated. And that's something that we have to collectively work on and be conscious of it when we decide to facilitate learning opportunities for our children. And lastly, what I want to say is that the learning opportunity that was provided for the Prophet, one thing it did for the children and the orphans of that time is that it gave them confidence. Okay? An orphan child, obviously, these children are looking around in society, they are seeing that people have their father, their support system. Unfortunately, many of the orphans in our community do not have that type of support. Okay? So there may be a tendency for these children to not develop self-confidence in themselves.
and always feel that
They are being seen as someone who is belittled or humiliated and at the mercy and at the disposal of other people. This is something that we have to ensure that does not happen. Okay? And that's something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took care of by ensuring that the Prophet, despite being an orphan, was never seen as someone who was, just a miskeen like that. No. It is part of the prophetic reputation to ensure that he is not seen like that in society. We have a responsibility towards our children that we also ensure that they are given the right skill set, the right learning, and the right sort of tools that they are basically develop a sense of confidence, inshallah. Anyways, I actually had a couple more points, but I don't want to take too much time. I'll wrap this up with these 3 points that I had mentioned. We ask
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to
bless
all of the first and
foremost the volunteers and the
brothers and sisters who are volunteering. I'm sure it is a,
I just did a very small barbecue at this last month, and I know how difficult it is at this level. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless them, and I think we ought to recite a very loud salawat for all the volunteers. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to please, by the blessings of this gathering, that He forgives all of our mistakes and shortcomings. We
we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to please assist all of the scholars, all of the believers, wherever they are, whoever is trying to help serve the cause of Islam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to
strengthen them and to support them, inshallah.
We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to please hasten the reappearance of Imam al-Mahdi. As we know,
The solution
to all of our problems is that. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to please enable us to be one of His
close companions, inshallah.
رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله ورحمة الله وبركاته، السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء، السلام عليك يا معين الضعفاء والفقراء، الشمس الشموس أيها المدفون في أرض الروس، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا صاحب أمان الأمان من فتن الزمان، السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، السلام عليك يا إمام القرآن، عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك.
For a very beautiful speech, and thank you everyone for your patience. Food will be ready in around 30 minutes, so in the meantime, please visit stalls, enjoy it, and don't come. The basket has are free, so please
मास्मिन से रन करा लो।
जी हाँ वो कर दिया था काम हो गया हाँ वो हो गया बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट बस ठीक ठाक जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है अभी करते हैं कवर नासिर भाई जा रहे हैं सर अस्सलाम वालेकुम
आप मेंबर बने एक मिनट लगेगा आइए आप आइए भाभी कैसी हैं
Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. We just finished our prayer. I think this is a great opportunity to have some minutes given to Brother Yasir Naqvi. He is going to be the contestant of the Liberal leadership for our great province of Ontario. And I will give him a mic for a couple of minutes, at least to address the audience here. Please, brothers and sisters, I need some moment of silence. Brothers and sisters, please pay attention. Brother Yasir Naqvi is going to talk to you for a couple of minutes. Please pay attention. Okay? Thank you so much.
माइक लेकर हाँ
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। नहीं आवाज आई मुझे। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा नाम यासिर अब्बास नकवी है। मैं मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट हूँ ऑटवा से और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि मैं आज आप सब लोगों के साथ यहाँ मौजूद हूँ। सबसे पहले तो मुझे मेरे साथ आप होप फाउंडेशन वालों सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा कीजिए, खासतौर पे सारे वॉलंटियर्स का जिन्होंने इतनी मेहनत करके ये पिकनिक आज अरेंज की है और जिस तरह वो पाकिस्तान में बच्चों की तालीम और तरबियत के लिए इतनी मेहनत कर रहे हैं। इनको प्लीज बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सबका कि आप इतनी यहाँ मेहनत कर रहे हैं और आपका सबका शुक्रिया कि आप यहाँ आज आए हैं और होप फाउंडेशन को आप सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं अपने पैसों से, अपनी दूसरी तरह की वॉलंटियर वर्क से। तो मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। मेरा नाम जैसे मैंने कहा यासिर नकवी है। मैं मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट हूँ ऑटवा सेंटर से और मैं इस वक्त ओंटारियो लिबरल पार्टी की लीडरशिप के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ। ओंटारियो लिबरल पार्टी की लीडरशिप जो है इलेक्शन वो नवंबर में होगा। उसके लिए हम पूरी सूबे में लोगों से मिल रहे हैं, उनसे सेहत के बारे में, तालीम के बारे में, हमारी इकोनॉमी के बारे में उनसे मशवरा कर रहे हैं और मेरी उम्मीद है कि मैं अगर जीत जाऊं तो उन सारी चीजों पे हम मिल के काम करें। आपकी तरह मैं भी कनाडा में तकरीबन 35 साल पहले यहाँ आया था। 15 साल की उम्र में मैं कराची में पैदा हुआ हूँ और मैं इसलिए सियासत में किया कि ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम सब के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू जो हैं पार्लियामेंट में लीडरशिप में मिले। इसी वजह से मैं अटॉर्नी जनरल भी रह चुका हूँ सूबा ओंटारियो में और मेरी ये पूरी कोशिश है कि ओंटारियो लिबरल पार्टी को हम एक बड़ी पार्टी बनाए, ऐसी पार्टी बनाए जिसमें सब लोग चेकिंग लंबी तकलीफ निकल गई किसी की। हेलो टेस्टिंग। Where's the other one? The light. Where's the other one? Can you check it for me? Brothers and sisters, just a couple of more minutes. Just a couple of more minutes, please.
इसको थोड़ा सा आप राउंड अप करेंगे ना, जरा माइक ले रखिए।
ये हमारे भाई जो हैं यासिर नकवी साहब, इन्होंने जो है इनकी टीम ने जो है वो पूरा का पूरा कैथलिन बन जो है इनकी जो है वो लेकर आई थी गंदगी यहाँ के स्कूलों के अंदर।
बड़ी बात कह रहे हैं आप, बड़ी बात सुन रहा हूँ।
लेट हो गया मैं जो ना रात में देर से सोया बस ताज़ा वाला हाँ हो गया वो ताज़ा का वो हो गया बैठ दिया है वो जो उसने बोला इधर नहीं बनाया वो मैं एक सीन ले रहा हूँ मैं व्यूअर्स आप लोग देख रहे हैं कि जैसा कि खाना लग चुका है और सब क्यू में है। होना नहीं है हाँ स्टाफ नहीं करना
ठीक है ये जबरदस्त है यार मैंने देखा looks really good
थैंक यू
पास्ता के लिए
ना मेरे बेटे क्या हाल है कैसे हो ठीक हो नजर नहीं आ रहे थे काम में लगे हो
पास्ता के लिए कम
अच्छा
कासल चम्मच क्या बड़ा लो अब जाओ बेटा कम फॉर पास्ता जी हाँ पानी और ड्रिंक्स पार्टी का मेंबर बनना है ताकि आप वोट डाल सकें पास्ता है बेटा अब ऐसे करते आके मुझसे पूछ रहे आ जाओ
शादी थोड़ा सा
मेरी बात हुई थी ओके go feed the kids? Yeah, I'll catch him.
I can take one of the kids.
अच्छा चेंज करना अच्छा पानी पीना
थैंक यू
Food is served. We have macaroni for kids on like the last far left, far right, table. So if kids want macaroni, they can go there as well. And we have drinks. We have a cooler on like the left side.
Your father's friends with him?
ये हमारे कम्युनिटी के बहुत फेमस और मारूफ माशाल्लाह से खिदमत गुजार हसनैन भाई जो है ना मौला इनको सलामत रखे बिस्मिल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह थैंक यू जुल्फ़िकार भाई कहाँ गए बिजी हैं चलें
No, exactly. Yeah, I came through and I just saw everybody and I was like, yeah. I didn't realize I was missing out on so many things.
गिर जाएगी गिर जाएगी फेस से आपको देख लूँगा ताकि वो बात नहीं करती। बहुत शुक्रिया। ला ला